Hello boys and girls, welcome to Bosryers episode number 7 at Kwaggasrus. And welcome to episode number 7 of Bosryers. Myself, Etienne Dempers. We are here with the Bosryers team at Kwaggasrus today, where we are going to enjoy the 4x4 track. It's situated at Kameeldrift, about 30 kilometers from Brits. With me, Eddie. Goeiemôre.
Môre, gaan dit goed?
Baie goed, dankie self.
Dankie.
Lekker, dit is heerlik om hier te wees. Hierdie weer speel ongelooflik lekker saam. Ek dink hierdie 4x4 baan gaan uitstekend wees en dit gaan vir ons lekker challenges bring, veral met die son wat ons gaan kook aan die agterkant.
Ek glo ook so, dan gaan we baie geniet hoor.
Ja, baie dankie. Sê gou vir my, ons skop sommer dadelik af met die 4x4 roete. Verduidelik ons 'n bietjie waaroor gaan hierdie 4x4 roete? Wat staan ons wat vir ons wag? En wat se levels het ons om na uit te sien ensovoorts?
Die eerste gedeelte van die baan is so 1.5 km lank. Dis 'n baan wat ons gebou het met masjiene, wat 'n bietjie masjinerie gebruik het, 'n bietjie hande en so aangebruik het. Glad nie bome uitgehaal het nie. Dit is maar eintlik meer vir beginners en ook vir die mense wat hulle voertuie wil toets.
Okay.
So jy dink jou 4x4 werk, jy kom in die baan, op 'n situasie en dan sien jy skielik werk die 4x4 nie. So daar het jy tyd om dit te kies, om te kyk daarna en jou wiele reg af te blaas en so aan. En dan die volgende 5.5 km plus minus het ons gebruik, wat is die baan gebruik, wat ons ook die natuur gebruik het die baan te maak. Daar het ons geen masjinerie ingesit nie. Ons het hier en daar 'n takkie afgesaag, bome is nie uitgehaal nie. Ons gebruik dit as 'n spruit gebruik, basies 'n spruit.
Okay.
Daar het jy sand, jy het water, jy het bietjie klip, jy het opdraanders, jy het afdraanders. Daar's heelwat ek weet dit is Afrikaanse woordjie vir twisters wat daarin is.
Aha.
En dan sou ek sê die laaste gedeelte van die baan het ons 'n donga gebruik.
Okay.
Ons het byvoorbeeld gronderosie gebruik. Ons het nie gronderosie reggemaak nie, ons het die gronderosie gebruik en dit verander in 'n baan wat baie interessant is.
Ek sien nogal uit daarna.
Ja, dit is baie interessant. Enetjies baie tegnies natuurlik. Op baie voertuie om al gery. Jy kan dalk 'n probleempie kry op die regter agterkant van die voertuig, maar ons sal kyk daarvoor.
Okay.
En dan heel laaste op die punt was dan 'n natuurlike pan wat ook natuurlik nou lekker modder en water gaan hê, waar die ou so 'n bietjie klei laat ook speel.
Okay.
Dis die laaste aktiwiteit wat daar is, ja.
So ons kan mekaar ook uittoets.
Jy mekaar ook uittoets daar. Dan kan jy 'n Jeep raak gooi as jy wil.
Nee,
Voertuig is 'n baie lekker baan daar, ja.
netjies. Ek dink ons gaan vir die Toyota smik vandag.
Die Toyota's nog. Die baan sal so plus minus, is moeilik om presies altyd te sê, maar hy kan so na die plastiese gedeelte, ek kan nog so 3 ure kan jy op die baan besig wees. Op daai 5.5 km. Natuurlik, as jy baie vas het, vat dit baie langer.
Natuurlik. Kyk, dit is natuurlik hoekom ons hier is, want uit die aard van die saak, dit help nie, jy gaan na 4x4 baan toe en alles is net maklik.
Ja, sê.
Wat is die punt?
En dan wat ek nie genoem het nie, is by elke aktiwiteit wat moeilik is daar 'n alternatiewe roetjie wat jy kan ry.
So met ander woorde, as jou voertuig nie dit gaan maak nie, of as jy as persoon nie gemaklik voel nie, kan jy
van by bypass. Jy kan verder gaan. En dan ook op die regterkant van die baan. So plus minus tussen 50 en 100 meter van die baan af, van die roete af, is daar 'n gemaklike pad wat 'n kar kan ry. So jou toeskouers kan die hele tyd die voertuie volg van die begin tot die einde toe.
Daai is 'n amazing punt wat jy noem. Baie dankie daarvoor. Ek dink dit gaan nogal redelik mense trek.
Sal ja.
Ek het vroeër gehoor jy praat van bande afblaas ensovoorts. Wat stel jy voor moet die banddruk wees vir hierdie baan vir julle?
Kyk, ons het nou reën gehad, so die grond is natuurlik 'n bietjie harder. Ek weet dit klink altyd snaaks, maar jou sand sak 'n bietjie, sy's bietjie. Ek sal sê so 1.2. Ek weet ons gaan af tot so 0.8 toe. As ons sien 1.2 is bietjie moeilik, gaan ons bietjie afgaan, maar ek dink so 1.2 behoort dit te doen.
Fantasties. Dankie. En dan ook natuurlik wil ek ook weet in verband met die spruit wat ons ry. Is dit 'n aktiewe spruit, loop op water?
Hy mag dalk nou 'n bietjie loop, ja. Hier November, Desember is die spruit lief om te loop tot so Februarie toe, daarna is hy redelik stil. Maar ons gaan definitief water langs die pad kry, ja.
Fantasties. Right. En dan as ons nou praat van op hierdie terrein van julle, hierdie pragtige plaas wat julle het, watse ander aktiwiteite het jy? Het julle plek waar julle skoolkampe en kerkkampe ensovoorts kan huisves en hulle besig hou?
Dis korrek, ja. Dis eintlik ons hoofinkomste is skoolgroepe, kerkgroepe. Dan doen ons ook 'n bietjie troues hierso, partytjies en 4x4 naweke en net wegbreek naweke. Die kleinste verblyfplek wat ons het is natuurlik net 'n 2 slaapplek. Ons noem ons met die honeymoon suite, dit is 'n woord daarvoor. Dit is 'n 2 slaapplek. En dan is 'n kampie wat net 5 sjeluitjies het, wat baie opgegradeer is met lugverkoelers en al so aan in. En dan is groter kampe en wat natuurlik na 10 tot 20 families toe kan vat.
Jo,
Maar al die slaapplek saam het ons nou 'n bietjie oor die 500 slaapplek. So ons kan lekker groot groep hanteer.
genade.
Dan voortrekker groepe en so aan wat kom wat groot is, ja.
Oor die 500 slaapplek.
Oor die 500 slaapplek. Ja.
Mense, dit is nou iets waarna jy moet uitsien. Dis nie aldag wat jy 'n plek kry wat jy so groot groep mense kan huisves met slaapplekke nie.
En dan wil ek ook net byvoeg, daar is plekke wat ook soveel slaapplekke het, maar by ons as jy 500 slaapplekke het ons ook sale vir 500 mense. Dan ons het ook toiletgeriewe vir 500 mense. Dis nie net beddens wat ingesit word nie, ja.
Netjies.
Ons het ook 'n kapelletjie hierso, hy kan net so 160 sit as ons troues doen. Dit is baie interessant, ja.
Fantasties. En ek sien ook julle het swembaddens hierso. Hoeveel swembaddens het julle op die terrein?
Hierso, ons is besig met die 5de swembad. Hierso 5 swembaddens op die terrein. En dan het ons ook baie aktiwiteite op die terrein. Soos hindernisbane, lateriebane, hoëtoubane, laathoubane.
Okay.
Ja, hierso 46 aktiwiteite wat ons doen met groepe.
Netjies. Netjies. En dan ek het gesien toe ons by die hek inry, ons het 'n paar bokkies langs die pad ook gesien. So watter wild het julle alles hier op die plaas?
Hier is redelik baie wild. Hier is omtrent so 350 stuks wild op die plaas. Die plaas is nou nie vreeslik baie groot nie. Dis baie wild, want ons het ook natuurlik soos krokodille en ander soos leeu's het ons ook op die plaas. En jakkals is sulke goed dat ons het dat ons 'n groot kampe het. En maar oor die algemeen is maar baie kudu's, blou wildebeeste, kameelperde en so aan.
Okay. Die leeu's loop hulle vry?
Nee, hulle loop nie vry nie.
So ons kan daarom ons vensters
baie
oopmaak.
veilig. Mooi groot plek vir om te beweeg, maar dit is baie veilig, ja.
Netjies. En hoeveel van die diere gaan ons sien op die roete wat ons ry?
Weet jy, ons behoort baie diere te sien. Die eerste baan wat ons gebou het, het ons baie teen die grens gebou. So al die diere sal aan die binnekant toe beweeg, dat hulle ook kans om weg te beweeg. Alhoewel hulle baie mak is. Jy sal sien, jy kan mooi foto's neem, maar dit is baie mak.
Baie dankie. Ek het nogal gesien toe ons ingery het, een van die bokke het direk langs die pad gelê, net vir ons so liggies geloer terwyl ons verbyry. Nie 'n bietjie beweeg nie, weggehardloop nie. Dit was nogal pragtig geweest.
Ja, baie gewoond in voertuie.
Ek kan dit indink. Hierdie is daar nog enige iets wat ek nie van weet op hierdie plaas nie?
Nee, maar dis omtrent al wat jy aangaan. En ek wil ook net gou byvoeg. Toe ek julle manne gisterand ontmoet het hierso, dit is 'n baie aangename groep. Hou van julle mense, julle is altyd weer welkom by my.
Baie dankie. Ek moet aanskud op daai en ek waardeer die kommentaar.
Plesier, man.
Alright. Mense, dis Kwaggasrus, kameeldrift 30 km buitekant Brits. Kyk uit vir hom, jy sal nie spyt wees nie. Right, so today we started off this beautiful track with this obstacle right behind me. So as you can see, little water, little muddy, with a great uphill coming back up and then with a slight turn at the bottom. Not so bad at all, but I think since I'm first, I still have it easy. So let's have to see what the rest of the guys will do with that wet, muddy uphill at the end. Let me introduce the rest of the team to you. We have Kwaggasrus Dempers with his Toyota Fortuner D4D called Grysbeer. This is Johan Stein with his Mitsubishi Pajero. This is Moritz Smuts with his Toyota Raider 2.4. And then we have Kenneth Negrini with his Epic Buck, the orange pipe car. Next up we have Johan Barnard with his purple Jeep loaded with the Toyota 7M Supra motor. And this is Peter Johnson with his Toyota Lolux 2.2. And last we have Jack Klaasse with his Toyota Hilux loaded with a 3-liter V6, and this guy is called Shrek. So yes guys, somewhere along the line we get this little mountain, and then when we're done with this little mountain, that's the next obstacle over there, driving through the dam. I'm not sure which vehicles will be able to do it, but we're gonna find out very soon. We're going to attempt this little mountain now, and let's see what we're going to do, because this is quite loose and steep. Not so bad, just enough momentum to get it up. Because trust me, if you don't have the right momentum, you won't make it up with that loose sand, regardless if you have diff locks or not. But we came to the water now, and I must be honest, I'm going to chicken out a little with a deep entrance, because it's just too deep for me. At least this water is quite clean, not muddy or anything like that, so I don't think this will damage anything on the vehicle too much, but let's just hope for the best. And then when the big wheels came out to play, they decided to take the more difficult option to make us jealous just because they can. And as always, a production like this is only possible with our sponsors grabbing hands with us. First up, we have Torero Productions, Torero Logistics and Transport Services, Think Metal, Love my prints. At the Garage Recording Studios. Leading the convoy for the first time in the Bosryers history is the owner of the farm himself, and this is Uncle Eddie on his squad, really showing us how to stay young at heart. Daar's 'n swart bok aan die ander kant. As we went through on the track, Uncle Eddie said, go through this little muddle. In all honesty, this was not even an obstacle. It was so small and it was like, okay, it's fine, we'll do it. And we greatly underestimated this little obstacle.
Mudslide.
Gotta go back.
Daar sê. Yes.
Even with the major capabilities of Shrek, with his huge 33-inch tires and 3-liter V6 motor, he still got bogged down in this little mud hole. The first few vehicles pushed the loose mud out of the way, and the remaining vehicles had it a bit more easy, but somewhere you can see where vehicles do take a different line, it becomes a new playground all over again. This is where you unrealize that this little obstacle is meant for real 4x4s.
Ek het nie die recovery ook laat.
Right. Das sei. Die Bossie uitspeel.
Right, so somewhere in the middle of the track we came to a ditch. Right here behind me is not an obstacle, but we're going to make it an obstacle. And if we do manage to succeed, this specific place is going to be called the Bosryers something. We don't know yet, but something to do with Bosryers. So we're looking forward to that.
Theo. Kom hier. Hoeveel mensen mag jy loop? Kom maar weer.
Is jy, was jy?
Nou weet ek wat ek jou kinders is. Gewoon ek weet my kinders soek. As ek maar wat ek hulle.
Ja. Maar ek net sien. Jy kan voel hy ja, ek is so
Johan Barner doing his absolute best to push the vehicle over the edge, and then Johan Stein came and saved the Johan name, giving him the title of being the Bosryers Hulk. And Kenny, with friends like these you really don't need enemies. Ek meen jou vriende gooi jou van die wal af in die sloot. And this is where the name Bosryers Gatstap for this obstacle was born.
Kom bære die bowe binne die kar.
Kom nou oom Pieter, trap my petrol, trap hom, dan gaan hy!
Right, so this is where we are attempting to build a new name for ourselves on the Kwaggasrus farm, and this is my attempt. Now I've got basically one of the 3 lowest vehicles here, so the major obstacles we can't take in, but let's do it. Done deal.
Ja, of dan ik kom bij. Ik kom bij. Lijkt het mooi. Makkelijk. Oké, nou moet jij soep toe gaan hoor. Oh, langs. Altijd. Kom maar uit.
Oh, don't worry, Dad. I've got your back.
Hij is mooi. Rij langs. Nee. Ja, maar dat is niet een goede bestuurder wat ons hier is. Nee. Maar dan
Die rechterlijn van dit is hier.
Terecht.
Ek voor het alles.
Well done. Ja, hij moet eruit. Als je af gaat houden, netjes eruit.
Aan de ander kant toe.
Nou watter lyn vat mens?
Regte lyn. Ek sien wys.
Die regte lyn. Alright, so this is still at the obstacle where we're going to decide on what name to take. So this is me going down now. This is not as easy as you would think. Alright, so far we decided on a name called Bosryers 4x4. It's not final yet, but this is the down part of this obstacle where it's truly belly sliding, steep down.
Maar net reg kom, hy's reg, hoor. Hy's reg. You don't even need an engine to do it. I just get the picky. Well done.
So that was quite fun there by the new obstacle we made. Let's go back to the original track.
Now let me tell you something about Uncle Eddie. Uncle Eddie is passionate about people, he's passionate about the environment, and he's extremely passionate about his farm. And on top of that, he is so fit that he really showed our fittest crew member what it means to be fit. You go, Uncle Eddie.
Twee opties, of daar.
Dis kyk.
30.
Toyota is like Tupperware. It bends, but it never breaks. Or so we thought.
Maurits, so tell us what went wrong.
Wrong angle and too fast.
Well, as you can see, our bush mechanics is really hard at work bending this Tupperware right again.
Nog bietjie.
Kenny, pas op dan met die tou. Dis snap. Wow, 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 wow.
Ja, nou 100% is hy waterpad. Nee, hy is nie water, hy is so bietjie verby.
Alright, so we came to a final obstacle before we eat lunch. Now this is little, but very intimidating, so not enough momentum there for me. I will have to take it a bit faster. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this one. My belly is definitely too low. So I'm going to go for a little bit easier option. I don't want to damage my vehicle. I won't make this one. So guys, I'm chickening out. Actually, believe it or not.
Askies manne, askies.
Alright, so this specific obstacle that I'm doing again, earlier I couldn't make it out at all, and everyone else in the team made it, so they told me, come on Etienne, you can do it. So I'm trying it again for the sake of peer pressure.
With a lot of advice from everyone to take the correct line, it was actually quite easy. Thank you, Jock, for that delicious meal that we enjoyed in the bush lapa. And during lunch, the camera crew disappeared to go and shoot a few alligators.
Torero Productions is your one-stop production company. We provide events with all the technical services like professional sound, stages, lighting, for events such as weddings, corporate events, gospel shows, clubs, stadium festivals, and many more. Torero Productions caters for all your events, big and small, with big screens, cameras, power distribution, and backlight. With our high-class equipment, dedicated and qualified team, we can cater for the masses and at the same time pay attention to the small details. Use Torero Production for your next event and experience the difference. For more information, call 082 395 0771.
And as always, the big wheelers went off the road to do stuff that, well, the stuff that big wheelers do.
Alright guys, so this is one of the obstacles where it's either easy or it could easily go wrong. So definitely the correct line will be your friend here. Not needed for momentum or anything like that, just the correct line. So obviously if you don't take the correct line, what could happen is you slide into a ditch and you will definitely roll into a direction. Luckily you won't roll far. It's not one of those mountaintop things where you don't stop rolling for quite some time. So you will definitely damage the side of your vehicle, but not too much.
I'm depending on Kenny in front to give me lines. Already I'm sliding into the ditches. This is loose sand, so sliding is a very, very big thing at the moment.
Just like that. Right, so in here we're hanging in there. So I've got no idea. Hello. On which camera am I supposed to look?
You guys okay?
So far.
He's kalkwer. Ja, hou net so. Kom ons wait die opsit. Wait die opsit is om nie. Lekker wait opsit dan.
Jy weet jou recovery hoek lê nog iewers op 'n plek, né?
Hy's daarop opgetel.
Maar hy's nie op nie. Recovery breek los. Die dip druk in die grond. Nee. Ja, dat is fijn zo.
Oh, want hy sien nog so bietjie. Ja.
And thank you, Dad. Without even asking, you also have my back. I really appreciate it.
Hy het hom mooi gehad.
Jy het hom mooi gehad.
Ja.
Ek het juist nog gekyk dat jy genoeg daai kant is en ja, jy was net links draai net.
Wie vat leiding? Iemand vat leiding?
Wat leiding? Ek kry styf. Vat. Wat hy styf. Kry dan. Pak jou bak.
Wow!
Kyk, draai dan. Right.
And this is Murphy's Law. On a previous event at Kwaggasrus, there was a Pajero that fell in the same ditch, literally the same way. And I really told you, this is your obstacle, this is a Pajero obstacle. And well, and as karma would have it, ... Well, Kenny, since you're the one who showed me the lines and made me end up in that ditch, you really owe me one. As you can see so far, with all this loose marble-like stones that's covering the gravel, it is extremely slippery and really puts the difficulty level of this track on another level. Alright, so we are definitely taking the next obstacle. We're not backing out since we lost some traction on the previous one, but what comes up definitely must go down. So this is a downhill now, and again I'm solely depending on someone's lines or directions that is giving me, and hope we'll make it safely. And what a beautiful line it was. as we came to this obstacle, it really proved to be a level 5 obstacle, still with all those loose, marbly like stones. With extreme deep ruts, cars really struggle to get traction on that uphill. And Moritz, being extremely determined to get this obstacle out with numerous attempts, we finally put some grip and go tracks for him in the deepest ends of the ruts, and that helped him to fly the obstacle out. Johan taking it with his Jeep, with only ground clearance on his side, no diff-lock whatsoever, pushing the limits of his vehicle, eventually making it through. Well done, high five, Johan!
Sien dit.
And as you know Kenny by now, he never backs out of any challenge. So this is again just a new challenge for him. At first he takes it with a complete different line as usual, not working out for him. With the help of Eddie and Johan, Kenny managed to get his vehicle down safely.
Dit sal gaan wees.
Going up for attempt number 2, this time in the ruts, making it through safely on Superman style. Lolax and Shrek both coming up with extreme capabilities, and this is where you can see where a more capable vehicle just does it better. And as always, the big wheeler team is alweer van die pad af.
Wat kort pad. Ek het dit. Kom hierdie kant toe.
Kom bietjie hierdie kant toe.
Aan je wielen zit hier aan.
Torero Productions, a sound, lighting and staging company providing awesome technical services for all events all over this country. Torero Logistics and Transport Services, a transporting company that you can trust with your goods to be transported all over South Africa. At the Garage Recording Studios, for recording, mixing and mastering, give Werner a call to quote your production. Love My Prints. Amanda is doing personalized printing on mugs, shirts, vehicles, etc. Give Amanda a call to have printing done for you. Think Metal. Kenny is specializing in laser cutting and does wonders with metal. So anything that you want to have produced by Kenny, just give him a shot. One thing I can really say about Kwaggasrus is there's never one disappointing moment in obstacles. From axle twisting to deep ruts right through to off camber, you've got them all.
Let it go.
This obstacle is quite steep up, steady though, but at the end there's a surprising knock that might throw you off. So make sure your speed is not too fast and at the same time not too slow, because it is still loose and slippery.
Ja. Baik salah. Jumpa.
And as always, the big wheelers is alweer van die pad af, coming through from a different angle and making a new road where there was no road at all.
Watch your canopy, eh?
Here at the Garage Recording Studio, we specialize in weddings, corporate functions, event coverage, post-production, music videos, documentaries, and so much more. Feel free to come in contact with us for a quote today.
And this is one of those obstacles again where you're sitting with a deep rut that is kind of like a ditch where you either have to choose the correct line or fly right over it. And after the previous one where I fell on my side, I was a little bit skrikkerig, eh? Clearly this is diff lock terrain, and without diff lock you need momentum, and as you can see, momentum is not your friend on this obstacle. And thank you for all the bush mechanics who helped Johan getting back on his wheels. And sorry, Elisma, I hope that picture didn't give you nightmares.
I'll say, easy does it.
Kenny, that's number 3. That's number 3. Remember that Werner, the camera guy, is keeping count. As we make our way to the exit side of the farm, we came across this big rock where there's various options of going up as well as going down, so each one choosing his own line. I'm just waiting for Kenny to replace it, eh?
Jy weet jy moet die dorings aan.
So yes, we came to the donga, and now what's interesting about this donga is this is all natural erosion. Nothing man-made, no tools in here whatsoever, and extremely loose, no grip whatsoever. And what's more interesting about this is with every rainfall, this whole place changes. So tomorrow, this whole track can be completely different. So every time you come here, it's going to be different.
Sy gaan daar lig. Wat hy lyk.
Hy kan nie met 'n Wat hoe maak jy beste karre?
So Grys coming around the corner with Grys Beer, making Werner skip a few heartbeats with that off-camber slide down.
Am I really skating? It's nice, because I know it.
Hy net weg hier so hoor.
As Shrek and Lolux came around the corner with these beautiful decorative lights underneath the vehicles, the first Bosryers night drive was inspired at that specific point. Now the first night drive will happen 11 December at John Rock 4x4. Bring your vehicle, bring your family and come enjoy the year-end bash with the Bosryers 4x4 team. Later today, the sun went down, all the men went home, the boys came out to play as usual, and they enjoyed this beautiful mud hole at the end of the day.
Yeah guys, so this is a wrap from our side. In this episode, my bakkie rolled. We had the purple Jeep that rolled. We had the Hilux that sucked some water while it was going through the mud hole. We had the Pajero that was stuck in a mud hole. What an exciting day. I think it was pretty awesome and it was quite challenging. Eddie?
Very nice. And as you can see, it's about 7:30 already and we're still busy here.
Definitely. So what I can say is, don't come if you're inexperienced. So come with your experience and come enjoy the day here. If you're really a 4x4 enthusiast, you will not regret it. Thank you. And then I would just like to thank all the participants who made this episode possible, and thank you for you guys at home who's watching this. We appreciate you.
One awesome service of Kwaggasrus that really stood out for me is the fact that when we came back to camp, the team was ready to wash our vehicles.
Ry hier in die bosveld en die vuurtjie brand te mooi. Die songesig oor die rots en klip en natuur wat ons uitnooi. Ons ry waar ander net kan droom en die son sak in die bos. Ons bosryers het modderbloed en ons kry jou in die bos.